I have to pee right now. I gotta do some urine, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. You ever do that? You gotta do. You just ride that full bag, baby. I'm just, I'm just like a. I mean, I should be surfing right now. I'm like whatever that surfer guy's name is. Just riding that yellow right now. Dude, I am full. My body's full right now of urine, but I'm not gonna pee. I'm gonna ride that bag and stay in the pocket and do my work and do this episode right here. I'm gonna tough it out. That's who I am today. I'm somebody that's gonna tough it out. Damn it.
Celebrate living, celebrate misery. You know that soon we're gonna die. Let's have some fun while we all die. Celebrate
Celebrate dark days. Celebrate all your things or ways. I'm not even sure what they say in it, but that is Celebrate by Spencer Jacob Grau, who is a musician, and he lent us that song. And that's a real happening tune. And music is neat. Isn't music neat? Because it's like it's something that gets into your body. It's almost like ants. Music is like ants, and they crawl into your ear. And sometimes the ants are real chill. They crawl slow, and they vibing. And they from Jamaica, and they smoking that ganji. They got them big horse leg hitters, them giants. You know what I'm saying? They got them big giants. But now other times you'll get those ants, and they climbing into your sound holes, into your ears, and they looking, they flying fast, and they staying busy. Them big body, them big dogs inside of you. And that's what sound is. Sound is it's just really just a ghost that has a lot of noise in it, and it just gets right into your head. It makes you feel some type of way. Oh, school. School is back for a lot of families right now. It's coming back. This is the big weekend. And thank you for checking in. This is the big last weekend before school. Remember the summer was long. You had summer camp, and you might have went through a little bit of puberty. One day you wake up and your legs a little bit longer, or you got a little bit of hair on your kneecaps, or you got, maybe you get a little titty or something. You wake up in the morning and you got a little titty, and you fell asleep sans contit, without tit. But you wake up in the morning and your shirt got a little bit of, some of your fat is kind of meeting up around your nipple like they smoking a joint. Like your nipple was like a brown joint. And some of your fat cells kind of met up around it to get that hitter, baby. And that is a tit. That's how a tit starts. And men, we don't get them. Some guys, we had a fella that got some wild tits from Tennessee last year, and he got tattoos on him and everything. But a lot of men don't get titty. A lot of men don't get titty. But it is school time. Dude, I remember when school was coming, and you got in that last week and summer was wrapping up. Like about a week before, I would set my clothes out on my bed. I knew what I was wearing. Mom had got us 2 outfits. One of them, usually has some Girbaud jeans or something, and maybe a Varnett t-shirt or something nice. I had my Eastlands, them low top Eastland hitters, baby. Them foot boats, baby. Them shoes. And I'd get them hitters and lay them out. I'd lay the pants out. I'd even roll the pant legs up a little, like I was, as if my body was on the ground. I would lay my whole outfit on the ground and look at that bitch. And say, damn, that boy, he's going to look nice. And then I'd have my outfit. I'd have it all. And man, school came fast, man. And you had your new clothes, boy. Dude, and I would first day of school, I'd get my hair fixed up. I put everything in my hair. Do I shampoo it? Do I conditioner it? Then I put a little damn, I put some musk powder in it. I put a little gel. I put a little foam. I put a little mousse in it. I do it all. I put some baby powder in the sides, boy. In case the ladies come knocking. This head smell is rocking. Because, look, a lot of ladies, they want a baby. That's genetic. If you throw a baby up in the air and it's little enough, a lot of ladies will catch it right there in their vagette, bruh. They'll catch it in that vagina net, boy. They'll just do a headstand and whoop, pow, catch that bambine. Because the ladies want that BB. They want it. Dude, if you put a baby on roller skates and send it by a couple ladies, they're gonna follow it. And that's 100% science. So there's a lot of, you got to know what's up. So that's the thing. If you put a little baby powder in your hair, that's the bait and switch. They smell that baby, and then bam, they get that man. You feel me? They get you. And that's what it was on everything went in my hair first day of school. Dude, I do everything to get the ladies to come around. Looking at that poif, baby. Looking at that hitter, baby. Looking at that freaking crisp. I was a crispopotamus, you feel me? And everything went in my hair. A little bit of cologne. I'd even take a hit off that cologne if the thing, because some of that Ralph Lauren, they used to have that Ralph Lauren cologne. And that shit was probably about 9 proof. And I'd put a little bit, I'd pour a drop in each ear, and then just get a little hit in myself, boy. You drink enough cologne, your breath will smell good for, at least 2 seasons. Come winter, you just easing off that positive scent you'd have in you. And man, that first day, my hair had it all. My hair had it all. Everything was in there. I put all it, just trying to put a little ketchup behind my ears. Anything to get the ladies to look over at Papa. And it was fun. Remember the first day of school, you showed up. And no matter what I had on the outside, but you were all excited. Who's doing what? Who's got a beard? Who's pregnant? Who failed? Who didn't fail? Who moved away? Oh, dang. Leonard moved away? Who was Leonard? I didn't even fucking know him, boy. Bye, Leonard. Somebody did this. Somebody did something. And you came back to school and you found out, oh, dang, Patrick went to Texas. How was it? Little Jennifer, she caught a couple charges. She was escorting outside of the AMP. And you're like, damn, sorry, Jennifer. And what else? Laveldrin got he got cornrowed. Damn, Laveldrin. That shit looks tasty. And so everybody brought the tales from their summer back. You know, somebody had a nice shirt. They went to Florida. Remember that? Florida. You see, they had the shirt said Florida on it. And that was the real hitter. Somebody that went to Florida. You're like, damn. I mean, Florida was our moon, you know. Florida was really our moon. But it was so exciting, but then also it was so nervous. Because every year, that first day of school was like, okay, are the girls going to like me this year? You know, am I just going to be is any girl going to look at me? What's my vibe going to be? Who am I? And sometime I come to school and I had bad acne. And acne is just, your dick is so wild, and yet when you're young, your dick is just such an animal. It's trying to climb out of your head from the inside of you. While you're laying there at night, your dick will run up through your neck up to your face and try to jump out of your pores. And your pores get all bruised from the inside, and that's acne, and it shows on the outside. And they got a little bit of bust, and some of them got a little bit of bust, because your hormones is so vibrant. Your hormones, they wildin'. And they try, and your dick just scooting around inside of you, trying to bust out of your face at night. And leaving little divots and stuff. And that's acne. And that's another thing. If you showed up with acne at school, remember? Oh, it broke my heart. Dude, coming to school, you had a huge zit on you. That thing was heavy. Some of them, dude, I had acne so bad. One time, I remember having one zit. It was kind of heavy on the side of my face. Like, damn. I had to have one of my buddies kind of just pull down on my other ear, just to keep my head straight. Because I had that heavy Z, baby, that big zitty. That baked ziti on my side. I was fully Italian, that little bust lump, that acne, that thing's trying to, because you were just so horny, remember? Remember how horny you were as a boy? As a child? Remember that? Dude, some kid died. I remember we went to his funeral. He was erect in the coffin. Like, damn. Damn, Wallace he got that death bust in him. He's trying to bust from beyond. It was different time. But I remembered, and I know a lot of you parents have your kids going back to school, and just my thoughts are with you. Because I know it's an exciting time, and you guys are looking for a break. It's probably been a long summer out there. And I remember my mom, it was risky. Every day she would leave the house. And who knows if that thing was going to be standing when she got home. Just a risk. She just left a couple dang riskopotamuses just milling around inside of the zoo that was our home when she went to work in the summertime. What's going on? My family was in town this past weekend. My family came out here, and it was cool. We went to Disneyland, and it was hectic and chaotic, but it was nice. It was nice too. My mother came, my brother and my sister came. They brought their children, 5 total children, beautiful children, and my family's lucky to, have 5 able-bodied children that are able to, see and experience and feel and be creative and laugh, and just, we're really fortunate that that we have a lot of health in our family. And it was nice. My mom was here, and it was nice. It was the first time we'd all ever done something like that all together. Rented a house, got a nice Airbnb, and we stayed there together. And it was a little tough for me because I've been dealing with a lot of stress, and sometimes I just have to be by myself. I just can't. Honestly, I was having trouble just being grateful. And I feel a little sad sometimes because sometimes I go into an experience and I want it to be a certain way. I want, I want the, I want to, I know my family's coming, so I think, I'm going to be up and at 'em every morning. I'm going to be active, and, I'm going to help out as much as I can, and I'm going to just keep a positive attitude and this and that. And then, the weekend, finally the week comes, they're coming in town, and I've been having to work a lot and just been overwhelmed, and I was good. I was a good son. I was a good uncle. I was a good brother. But it's never, I guess sometimes I would just have too much expectations. And it almost prevents me from enjoying stuff sometimes because my mind has already created, such a cliff that I can't, the odds of me being on that cliff or being at that, my mind has created such a level that the odds of me, of the reality of the experience once it comes, being at that level are probably very slim. I have this imagination or this expectation in my head that, everything's going to be like this. And then the truth comes, and look, the kids, they're kids. One of them, they're wilding out and they're having fun, and they're in a new place, and there's a swimming pool, and they're being kids. And, the truth is my mom's driving me nuts half the time. And so, and the truth is, I know sometimes I'm probably driving people nuts. So I take myself out. I go put myself in a bedroom for a little bit by myself, so I don't bother anybody. Sometimes I got to babysit myself, And the reality is, we had a great time. It was fun. We worked as a team. Somebody would cook breakfast, and I was, what did I do? How did I contribute? I played with the kids. I made sure all the audio visual stuff, if we were watching a movie or the kids wanted to watch, they had this cool little projector outside that would be on the wall, and so the kids could watch TV outside. And that was really cool. That's one nice thing about California. The weather, they got an outside projector sometimes. And so, I helped with that. What else? I was good. I contributed as much as I could. I was good at Disney. I kept things moving. I stayed positive. I didn't be greedy at all. If it came to finances, I over contributed or contributed as much as I could afford. And the truth is, we had a great time. The thing for me was just my expectations. Sometimes I build these crazy expectations that life is never going to live up to, because it's life. And there's variables, and there's just... So I got to manage my expectations sometimes, But I live and learn, man. I live and learn all the time. And that's all we do. I ain't winning this deal. You know what I'm saying? We're all getting second place. We ain't getting first, bro. I'm not getting first, man. Progress, not perfection. And I know if I go to, I need to go to some more AA meetings, and I've been, neglecting my program, and I know if I do that, and then I'll get rid of a lot of the stress that I have inside of me. Because I'm living life, I'm trying to just, it's all my own will. I want everything to, and I got to recognize that the world is going to be what it's going to be. And I can't have a lot of expectations, not from the whole world. I can expect things out of myself, but I can't be combative with the way the world is or how other people are. It's just I'll lose every time. So I'm trying to find a little more gratitude, man, and man, and my heart goes out. I was thinking, these news stories with these shootings, and my heart goes out to the people in those cities and the people that are affected by those things, and my heart goes out to them. What else is going on? Yeah, we had a nice time, and I hate to brush over the family visit, but we went to Disneyland. And my thing about Disney, dude, I love seeing Asian people eat big things. And I used to watch it on the internet. They used to have a good series out there on the YouTube about, it was a lot of Chinese and kind of Mikos, kind of mini Koreans eating big pieces of pound cake. And you could see them on their, and it's beautiful. Because, Asians are probably one of the easily top 4 ethnicities, or 5. And when you see them, they're so docile, and they're so, and I'm talking, some of the newer generation is more active. You got more, you got a lot more, they got a lot more gunpowder in them. Some of the, kind of more recent Asians. But I'm talking, you go back a generation, you got a lot of DAs, boy, them docile Asians. And man, watching one of them just navigate a big piece of pound cake or a big cotton candy with that small huffer. They got that small mouth. And God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like watching nature work and watching God work. And so that's one thing I love about Disneyland, is seeing you got to pay attention. There's not a sign that says, hey, buddy, over here. Look at the Lord work over here. You got to navigate and see what's going on. And sometimes on a park bench just off of your, outside of your, you got to kind of go like that, and you'll see a park bench, and it'll have 2 beautiful Alcians, baby Asians. Beautiful. And they're a beautiful culture, and you'll see them, one of them with like a big turkey leg, and one of them with a big cotton candy, and it seems like they're whispering to it, but they're ingesting it. It's beautiful. I mean, it's something that's, I'm surprised it's not in more travel guides. But I love that. I love that about Disneyland, and just everybody having fun, and we enjoyed it, and we made the most of it. And the kids are crying and they're fighting, and somebody drank a bunch of bubbles. But that's life. That's life. And I got to realize that I'm grateful to be in it, and I am. And I think I've just been struggling a lot with just my gratitude. And just remembering to be grateful. Because my life is good, man. I'm healthy. I'm able to breathe. I have a career that I want. I have people that love me. I have a mother that's alive I can talk to. I have a brother that I know cares about me till the end of the world. I have the ability to love others. I have legs that work, so I can help others. I can take action. I have a voice. I can speak. I have dreams, and I have the ability to take action on some of them, and I just have a lot of blessings, and I hate when I forget that, because it leaves me in a space where I don't know, I just hate myself when I'm not that. I don't hate myself, but I I've lived in gratitude before, and man, it is a good place to be. You know, because when you're grateful, you're not alone. And you're not in judgment. That's the thing. I just hate being judgmental. I hate it. And it's tough because I'm a comedian and there's part of that in there, but I hate it when, you know, I don't know. Everything's going to be okay. I'm just going to work. I'm going to do a little bit better of being in gratitude. And I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful. You know, we got sold out shows this week in Sacramento. I think Las Vegas is almost sold out for this weekend. And they say that rarely happens because it's Las Vegas is a destination city. But I'll be in Sacramento on the 8th and 9th of this week. And then on the 10th, Saturday night, I'll be in Las Vegas. So you guys can come out. TheoVon.com/tour. Also coming up, shows in Brea, Biloxi, Scotland, Dublin, Oslo, Stockholm, London, Manchester, and Amsterdam. We just added another show in Sayreville, New Jersey on October 3rd. And there's a lot of shows. TheoVon.com/tour. TOUR. Well, I'll tell you this. If you like sex, and I know people do because sometimes if you put your ear up to the wind, you could hear people fucking, bruh, in the distance. And if you like sex, then you will love Blue Chew. Blue Chew, baby. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. A Blue Chew. It's almost like somebody sneezed like, Blue Chew. But it's not. It's erection. Blue Chew offers men a performance enhancement for the bedroom or kitchen, boy. Fuck where you want to. That's what I say. Wouldn't you like to last longer and go extra rounds? I wouldn't, but I'm not you. At BlueChew.com, you can get the first chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Chewables can work faster than pills, up to twice as fast. But the chewables from Blue Chew can be taken on a full or empty stomach. First of all, I ain't the type of guy that's going to be doing sex on a full stomach, boy. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? What you think I'm gonna have two pork chops and then sprout a T-bone? Hell no. I fuck on empty. I'm that bad boy. I fuck on empty, son. And even masturbate. I won't even masturbate on a full stomach. What are we? What year is it? 1930? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Blue Chew ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. The chewables from BlueChew.com are prescribed online by a doctor and made in the USA. No more of this crazy wild shit. Get the local. Blue Chew gives you confidence in bed every time. You and your partner will love it. Chew it and do it. Yeah, man. Get in there, boy. Here's a great deal for you guys. Visit Blue Chew, BlueChew.com, and get your first order free when you use promo code THEO. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com and use promo code THEO. The online physician consult is free, so it's cheaper than those other two fancy pills you hear about. It takes a few minutes. BlueChew.com. Use promo code Theo. And look, you know, I've been through, I've had all the erectile problems. I mean, I've done, dude, I remember about 5 years, I didn't even have an erection. So if you saw me, you'd be like, damn, that guy just got a lot of loose skin around his, kind of near his nuts. And that was my wiener. But not anymore. If I need to get hit, and if I need to get that Tony Gwynn, then I throw that Blue Chew. I throw it in my gums, boy. So let's get to a couple calls here that came in. The hotline, as always, is 985-664-9503. And if you're struggling with something, and you need somebody to reach out to or something like that, you can hit the hotline. And we listen to every call that comes in. And thank you for being a part of this past weekend and this experience. Gang, bro. Always. Gang, man.
Hi, Theo. This is Angel in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Actually got the pleasure to meet you. You helped my family out when we had a great loss.
Oh, Angel, I do remember that, actually. Thank you guys for coming out. I believe I want to say, hold on. Oh, I have my booklet here. Usually I have some of that stuff written down, but I believe your mother had passed away. Let's hear more.
And I was listening to the podcast last night, and I've been thinking about it. And, don't stop being a bright light just because somebody's, having a bad day. We don't know what that woman was going through, but I'm a single mom of 3 boys, and, I would never treat anybody like that. But some people just weren't raised right, and some people just don't have that God spark to say, hey, I'm doing somebody wrong, or, we're lucky that we have that kind of spirit in us. And, I work with people daily doing hospice, and I listen to your podcast, and it just always brings like an uplifting spirit. And what you do for single moms is just amazing. So don't let this one nasty lady who is probably having a nasty day ruin your spirit. We love you. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Thank you for the call, Angel. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I know you're talking about last week with the, they had the single mom came out to San Francisco, and she really, really shit the bed. And, and I think I had expectations. I think I had, I wanted it to go a certain way. And there's things I can't control, though. You're right. And I felt a little bad about it. I thought a little bit about it. Like, part of me is like, I don't know what that lady, you can't make people do anything. And I'm sure there's been times in my life when people have tried to help me and I've shit on them. Or I didn't do, I could have done better. Dude, I remember some people, they let me come live with them when I was a child. And the neighbors was lesbians. And I would drive through their yard in the morning in a 1984 Ford Escort and pour vodka out the window for no real reason. And it wasn't because they were lesbians. They happened to be lesbians and their yard happened to be across the street. But I'm sure when those people opened their doors to me, they weren't thinking, oh, yeah, this boy going to go Hot Wheeling, through these munchers fucking hedges. You feel me? So, yeah, we all do stuff. But, yeah, you're right. I appreciate you saying that. And, yeah, I just, I'm going to limit my expectations and or try to and do what I can. And we do what we can. I think part of it is, it's like we got a group, we do some good, we're trying to do a little bit of good. And most of the time we succeed. I mean, out there in Tulsa, we had two single moms came out to Kane's Ballroom over there. And boy, that was a show. We put it on them. And God bless all the single mothers getting their children ready for school. Come on up on this week. I know you need a break. And bless you, young lady, for working in hospice. You're right there on the front lines of life and death. And that's, my brother, his wife's grandmother passed away last week. And she was a beautiful woman. Man, she always made me feel good every time I saw her. Avis, that was her name. Mama Avis. And she always made me feel good. And I know she was in hospice right before she passed. And I know you guys are right there. And it takes a special person to do that work. And so thank you very much for doing that, Angel. Let's take some other calls that came in. 985-664-9503. School's almost back. Dude, here's the tough thing. First of all, spending time with my nieces and nephews this past weekend set me back a couple years on wanting to have children. Man, they are so energetic and their parents have to be so patient. And what if your kid ain't even smart and you got to get him ready for school? You spending $130 getting him a bunch of, some new zapatos for La Escuela, and he ain't even fucking smart. That's got to be crazy. You sending little freaking, little Mark or little Darius Or little Hector, you got him $130. You got him a new pencil pouch. And you hugging him and saying, oh, yeah, you're going to have fun this year, buddy. Then you close the door and go to your room and you're like, damn, my child he's dumb as fuck, man. He'll be lucky to get through this shit. That's got to be crazy. Dude, parents must have to pretend so much, huh? That's so fascinating, man. You giving him $2 for lunch knowing he's just going to be fueling up to go back to a class that he ain't even going to fucking do well in. Man, that's crazy, man. Shout out to all the parents out there. You guys are warriors. You guys are warriors. I witnessed so many of y'all at Disneyland this weekend working the front lines of raising children. And it was pretty beautiful, man, just seeing the families all just doing the best they could to make it a nice experience for their kids. And the sacrifice, and it's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. And my mother took my brother and I there when I was young, and I'm sure she probably had to sacrifice a lot to do that. And so it was nice to have that memory while I was there this weekend. Let's take another call.
How's it going, Theo? This is Will from Burlington, Vermont.
What's up, Will from Burlington? In Burlington, it's Vermont. I've always wanted to go, and my luggage went once. Southwest Airlines messed my luggage up and sent it over there to you guys, and I don't know what happened to it. Fuck, somebody probably wearing some of my shit right now. I did have a nice crew neck sweatshirt that it was kind of heather gray or something. And it said, boys will be boys on the back. So if anybody sees anybody wearing it over there outside of, I think it was Manchester, Vermont, maybe, or something. I don't know. I don't know at all, actually. Let's hear more.
Just listen to your podcast where you put that guy on blast for recommending a single mom that didn't really behave that well. And I thought that was kind of messed up of you to do that. I'm a huge fan, but I mean that guy probably really looks up to you, and I mean, you know, he was just trying to do something nice for somebody who he thought was fine, and you know, it turns out obviously that she may have been kind of an alcoholic or something along those lines. But I mean, he obviously didn't know that, and I don't know, I just feel like you put him on blast, you called him during his lunch break, and you kind of took out your anger on him, and I don't know, I didn't like that. I mean, that being said, it was pretty entertaining, but I mean, you know, you're probably one of his role models. I think you should have directed that anger towards the woman. She really screwed up, but.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the call. Yeah, you know, I felt bad about that. When we got to the end of the episode, I was driving home and I was thinking, man, I felt like I forgot something. You ever know that? You might be somewhere and you forget something. Maybe you at you at a camp out or something, and you drive halfway home, you realize, you know, man, you pat in your pockets, you're like, damn, I left my, you know, maybe a Playboy magazine or a Hustler or a Club, one of them, you know, a little bit of jerk off kind of, novellas really, or magazines, something you could jerk around to, pictures mostly, you know, titties and everything. But, yeah, man, I agree with you. I felt like I forgot something, and I felt like, I took my anger out on that guy. You know, I was angry. I was angry, man. And I can be angry, you know. Sometimes I can be nice, and sometimes I can be angry. I can be both of those people. I can be somebody who is a loving person, and also somebody who overreacts sometimes and doesn't manage things well. You know, we all are. We're more than one thing. And that's a good point, man. And that lady could be more than one thing. You know, she could be a couple of things. Now, also, if she's 4 things, 3 of those things could be a real bitch. But you're right, man. Actually, I think let me give this guy a call right now, Michael, and at least leave them a voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Michael, what's up, man? This is Theo. We spoke last week from the podcast. You had submitted a single mom for San Francisco who was a real dragon. But I just wanted to call and apologize. I feel like I was angry, and I think I took it out on you. And because I couldn't get in touch with the woman, and maybe it's for the best. Maybe I'm glad I didn't get, into an argument with her. I mean, I just shouldn't have been taking action when I was angry. So I just want to say I apologize, and I hope you forgive me. I'm sorry. And and I appreciate you, caring enough to check out the podcast. And I know people can spend their time and their efforts doing anything. And the fact that you have spent any of it listening to me is baffling. And but I'm grateful. And you cared enough to submit somebody. And I'm sorry that it turned out kind of the way that it did. But it certainly isn't your fault, and it's not my fault either. And we tried our best, and and that's that. And just, if you check in with her, the single mother again, just tell her I'm sorry that, we couldn't make the evening something for her that she could enjoy. And I'm sorry that, that she thought, that I was racist. And I think part of it was that hurt my feelings. But still, no matter what, none of it I should have taken out on you. So, thankfully, we were able to find a Mexican or Latino mother, single mom, and the gift that we were going to give to your friend. We were able to find a young lady who's very deserving of it, which we called her at the end of the episode the other day. So, I'm sorry that your friend missed out on her gift, and you just let her know that I hope she's feeling better than she was whenever she came out to dinner and to the show. And again, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable. And if I put, if I called and I didn't, if I called and put it on the show and it kind of wasn't fair. So thank you very much for being somebody who cared enough to submit a single mom, and in the future, I hope to be able to get you tickets or something to a show and repay you. Fuck, beeps always ruin my life, but I think he gets it. I hope that left. Anyway, Jesus, that was a long voicemail. I'm chatty. I am chatty, I guess, huh? Let's take another call, man. And thank you to the caller for bringing that up, because it was something that was on my mind. All right, let's get into another single call in just a second. I got to let you know that when you're selling online, getting orders out can be a real pain. It is painful. It's painful to deal with the shipping and get it all, find the best way to ship it and what's going to get it to your customer, but also get it there at a rate that it works still so that you can sell the product and make money yourself. Looking for the best shipping solution, it's time consuming. So many different carriers to choose from. How do you know you're making the best choice? That's why you need ShipStation.com. ShipStation.com. It's the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage and ship your orders. ShipStation helps you get orders out quickly, save money on shipping costs, and keep your customers happy. That's important. You want it to get there, and you want it to get to them and them to be happy. No matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, or your own website, ShipStation brings all your orders into one simple interface. No wonder ShipStation is the #1 choice of online sellers. You'll ship more in less time with the best rates available. It works with all the major carriers, USPS, FedEx, UPS, even Amazon Fulfillment. And right now, this past weekend, listeners can try ShipStation for free for 60 days. Come on. Come on. That's a good deal. Free for 60 days when you use promo code THEO. There's absolutely no risk. You can start your free trial without even entering your credit card info. Just visit ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Theo. That's ShipStation, ShipStation.com. Then enter promo code Theo. ShipStation.com. Make ship happen. Support this past weekend and go check it out. Oh, let's take another call right here.
What's up, Theo? Gang. This is Michael.
What up, Michael? And Michael is a very, very popular name. God. Who is emailing somebody on Sunday night? Sorry, Michael. Very popular name, though. Let's onward.
Calling you from sunny South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Just calling in,
Down on the Florida Keys, a little place, come on.
just to give you a little comfort about the single mom debacle. You know, they always say no good deed goes unpunished, but don't let that break your spirit. I think people should just be nominating fans. And that lady was obviously not a fan. So that might be a little guideline to implement. Second thing with Will the Busmeister. I think a lot of guys, you know, they're in there doing business, and they got a little situation with that premature ejac.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think they want to give away the details to their lady. So that's why they end up riding it out and maybe get themselves in a situation.
Oh, well, I didn't know that was something. That premature ejaculation, or that PE boy, that pre-ejac. I didn't know that a lot of guys, if they did it, they was ashamed of it and then stayed in there. Ugh, who is that? Who would do that, dude? That seems crazy. Bro, if you spill pudding in the kitchen, dude, and it's all over the place, you don't just stay in there with it. You got to get out of the kitchen, man. You got to go tell somebody, hey. Just spilled a bunch of pudding in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan. You don't just pretend nobody spilled pudding in the kitchen. You got pudding all over your legs. You got pudding on your cheeks. And you going to pretend that nobody spilled pudding in the kitchen? Guy. Come on. Unbelievable. As far as the single mom, I think, look, 14 out of 15 single moms have been awesome. Actually, about 13. Or actually, I think some of it's just expectations. I had some expectations, We sent, it's like, I had expectations, and so I shouldn't have had them. Or my expectations should have stopped if no one submitted anybody. That should be something I could be bummed about. But, Michael tried to submit somebody. We did our best. Boom. But yeah, I think in the future, we'll just keep it as is, and we'll just do our best. And, we should probably vet a little bit better, I think, on our end. Just make sure that the lady isn't some, kook. But even then, you don't know. And at some point, it's just out of our control. All we can do is try our best. So let's hear another call right here. Here we go.
Theo, this is Mike from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Big Mike over there in Raleigh. And Raleigh Coleman was a assistant principal at one of my schools, and he used to sleep in his car at lunch. And he would deny it, but I saw him get in there a couple times and kind of close the thing, and he'd rest in there. And he had a little thing, he would tie it off and just breathe out the by the keyhole. He would take the key piece off and breathe through there, put his mouth by there on the inside and breathe through there, and sometimes take one of them a sack milk in there with him. One of them sack milks. You put that straw in and you just Dexter that bitch and then hit it. Remember those? But and he also would sometimes wear roller skates at lunch and do a little athletics. But go on, onward.
Not really a hot topic or anything. I just thought it's kind of a crazy story. I don't know if you ever heard a surprise baby story, but the day after the 4th of July, we had a baby boy, and we had no idea that was coming. She took some tests back in November, all came back not pregnant. She was having her cycle, her hitter every month.
Oh, yeah, that Tony Gwynn, baby, batting for the cycle, bruh. It's like a brother gets loose inside of a woman, bro, that Tony Gwynn, and they start acting wild, you know? And they start just really acting wild.
He never kicked one time, and 4th of July, she thought she was constipated all day long. I was driving around, going to go to a pool party, listening to King and the Sting, and, you know, she said she thought she was constipated and feel good, so we were going to go to the ER together. And she ended up going home, going to sleep. So I was just waiting to get that call. She wanted to go, but I never got a call. Went by, her apartment car was gone. Called the hospital, said they were getting, she was getting transported there, and came by. Her dad was outside waiting for me, saying I was going to be a daddy. She was in labor, and I just think it's funny, man. You know, some people when they're pregnant, they give them all this, the Beethoven, let the baby in the womb listen to all this stuff. My kid was listening to this past weekend, King and the Sting, and that Congratulations by Chris D'Elia.
Oh, God. Sorry about that part. Hope the kid will be okay. Onward.
And I just thought you'd think that's cool, man. Maybe he'll grow up to be a comedian one day. That's all for you, man. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang, bro. He might be a comedian. He might also grow up, to be a mime. I mean, that dude must be hella quiet if nobody even knew he was in their body for 9 months. Think about it. If I got something in my body for 9 months and it doesn't make a peep, that's not even a baby, man. That's a ninja. Your wife had a ninja. So you might want to give that thing a piece of a big piece of pound cake or a big turkey leg or a cotton candy. Because you got that low key, that secret Asian, baby. That's a damn ninja, dude. If you didn't, dude, I never gone to the toilet and come back a parent. I mean, that's dark arts, brother. You know, and God bless you guys with the new baby, and I'm so excited for you, but I never been over at a chick's house if she busts a fart or something or a little bit of body gas, and next thing you know, I'm a stepfather. So I don't know what's going on, but y'all might need to get on keto, or y'all might need to get on you might need to get a sonogram at the house, brother. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You got to know you just got to know if something's living inside of your body, I guess. Or maybe you don't. You know what? Actually, bro, this sounds great. You didn't have to spend any money on the baby shower. You didn't have to paint the room or do all of that. Dude, if this baby can be quiet for 9 months inside of a woman's body, he can sleep in the garage. He could sleep in in one of the DeWalts in the truck. Dude, you could put this baby anywhere. Dude, you could put this baby in a glove box, baby. Leave him in there overnight. Put a sack milk in there with him like your boy Raleigh Coleman. So look, man, I think you need to write a book on how to have that $0 baby. Because you heard $1 million baby, Hilary Swank. But you never heard of $0 baby. That's what you got to write. How to have a baby, $0, 0 sonograms, no baby clothes. Silent baby. Baby, you got a damn mind, brother. And congratulations, man. I'm happy that you're a father, and it sounds like your wife is doing okay, and it sounds like y'all beautiful over there, and thank you for sharing that remarkable story. That's remarkable. Jesus. Here we go. Let's take one more call, 985-664-9503. And Skillshare, and if you want to support the podcast, people are like, man, I love the podcast. How can I support? Go try one of the deals. Get you the Blue Chews. Get you the hitters. Start using ShipStation. Quit doing all this stuff yourself and not being able to figure it out. Or go to Skillshare.com/Theo Von. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators. And creators, man, they're people that are making something. Just like in Bishop Gunn, they say, I'm making it. That's creators, man. And you might be making something. Maybe this guy he's making that book. He's going to make the $0 baby, how to do it. How to, have a baby inside of your wife and not tell anybody. I mean, now that's the move. The other guy called in and said, look, if you spill pudding in the kitchen, you got to tell him. Maybe this guy tells you where to put the pudding so nobody even knows. They got a dessert milling around in them. But Skillshare is an online learning community with more than 25,000 classes in design, business, and more. You'll discover countless ways to fuel your creativity and your career. People always want to learn, I got to go back to college. I got to go, I want to learn about trains. I got to go be a hobo for 2 years. No, you don't, Daniel. No, you don't. All you got to do is take some classes. Social media marketing, mobile photography, creative writing. Whether you're looking to develop a new passion or start a side hustle or gain professional skills, Skillshare is there to keep you learning, thriving, and reaching those goals. You want to learn graphic design? Yes, you do. We all do. Graphic design basics, core principles for visual design. That's easy. Next thing you know, you learn it. Next thing you know, you go to a company in your town. You say, hey, what you're missing is your graphic design elements. They're not there. You charge them a fee. Boom, you hit them with a couple of deals. Gang, son. Now you're a graphic designer. That's your business. You don't need to go rent a big office and do all of the bullshit. It ain't 1996, daddy. Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for our listeners. Get 2 months of Skillshare for free. That's 2 months. You could be a graphic designer by then. That's right. Skillshare is offering this past weekend listeners 2 months of unlimited access to over 25,000 classes for free. To sign up, go to Skillshare.com/Theo Von. Again, go to Skillshare.com/Theo Von to start your 2 months now. That's Skillshare.com/Theo Von. And I'm grateful to our advertisers for supporting this past weekend. Wow, you got a new baby? What, man, a lot going on. We apologize to Michael. We got school starting back. We're living life. We're living life, man. And thank you guys for reminding me that I am, because I walked in here today and I was just, I wasn't remembering that. And that's why I'm grateful you guys are here to remind me of, that the good things are going on. And if I don't feel like they're going on in my life, if they're going on in yours and you tell me about them, then they are going on in mine too. Gang, let's take this call.
Hey Theo, it's Darren from Omaha, and I just wanted to maybe ask the listeners for some advice. 34 years old this December, and just seems like a really fucked up life. And it doesn't really seem for the obvious reasons. I went to school, got an undergraduate degree and a master's degree, and don't have a criminal record still because of student loans and whatnot, living with the parents, and it's real hard to meet a lady because of having to have a mountain worth of student loan debt, and I just...
Oh, yeah, it's hard to fuck it at your parents behind a bunch of debt. That's hard to do. No lady is like, hey, yeah, let's go over to your parents and fuck behind all your bills. That's tough. Onward.
Figured when I was younger the life would be better, especially if I walked the straight and narrow. I did have a lot of fun, but it just seems like life isn't really adding up to being what I expected it to be. So if there's anyone else out there who's in their 20s and 30s who's suffering with a mountain of student loan debt, maybe they have some advice on how they're getting through. Just paying off bills like I can as fast as I can. But thanks. Bye.
Thank you for calling, man. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with that struggle. And this call actually came in. I'm reading this note here. It says this call came in a week back, and then we got another call from him. But I want to say this about student loan debt: get consolidation, check out different companies, and pay a lower rate over a longer time. Pay it for the rest of your life. Who cares? So many people I hear, or this is what I think. This may be not what you think. So you don't have to listen right now. But just pay it. Who cares if you have to pay it for 50 years? Who gives a damn? Pay it. $50 or $100, $200 for 50 years, fucking pay it. Oh well. Just pay it. So many people like, I gotta do, fuck that. Spend the rest of your money enjoying your life, living your life. Pay that little bit by little bit over time. Who knows? Elections in 8 years or whatever, they may bankrupt the whole nation by paying your student loan debt. So then nobody has student loans, but everybody's just out in the street, and it's war, and it's total war because nothing means anything. I don't know, man. We'll see. But I just say this, man, don't beat yourself up over that. And student loan debt isn't that much. In the big amount it is, but in the small monthly amount it isn't. And we can pay that. So you just got to work a little bit harder, man. There's been times where I was making nothing. But we can pay that. It's not that insane. Sorry, man, I'm telling you, man, I've just been kind of jazzed out. Been jazzed out, man, like I got damn Wynton Marsalis in me. Let's take another call.
Hey, Theo, it's Darren from Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm really actually...
Okay, and this is Darren again, called a week later. This is a fresh call.
Actually thankful you haven't had a chance to play my other message yet. I was really beating myself up in that last one, and this last episode from July 29th, it really helped out. I mean, honestly, when I started focusing on the fact that I'm hitting the gym 5 days a week, making my fat ass, go there, and also have a full-time job and also taking care of other people and trying to make other people's lives better by being a good human being. I have a lot going for me, and my situation will eventually change, and I really appreciate that last episode focusing on action because I think things are going to get better. Just a matter of time. Thanks. Gang, gang.
Gang, bro. Wow. Yeah, man, that's amazing, man. A week, the perspective change. You say you've been going to the gym, getting your blood flowing. Every time, that is the solution for me. Every time. If my brain is leaking, bro, then I got to get my pores to start leaking. I got to get sweat activity. They call that sweat activity. Because once my body starts feeling good, I feel like I can do anything. By nature, we're supposed to be in motion. By nature, we are supposed to be in motion. The world is round, according to most people. And, you're not supposed to be sedentary on a round object. If you see a seal on a ball, they're moving. They're moving to keep their balance. They're moving. If you see a seal on a block, they're doing nothing. They're doing cigarettes. They're doing pudding packs. They're doing Pop-Tarts with the icing on them. And I like the ones without icing. But, what was I talking about? But what I'm saying is, we're supposed to be in motion. We've built this world now in this society, especially in America here, where we're really sedentary. Like I'm sitting here in a damn desk now. I'm in a room that's inside of another room that's inside of a building. I'm 3 rooms deep right now. I'm so disconnected from activity at this moment. So we got to go out and get it. You know, our bodies were meant to be really like oceans. They're supposed to move and flow and get the vibe. You got to get that vibe. So if I'm out here with no vibe, doing nothing, doing hostess cakes and, you know, just being a damn snackadactyl and fucking smoking, you know, freebase and Fritos, then yeah, I'm going to be nothing, bro. I'm going to be slow. Or I'm going to be looking at all the doldrums. But yeah, we can stay busy. And yeah, and I appreciate you reminding me, man, because I need to hear it. It's just a boomerang we made here. I say something, then y'all say something. And we go back and forth, man. And we stay alive, bro. I love that. Let's take another call here, 985-664-9503. And go attack that student debt, man. Look at that as a challenge. You all right, government? You want to put student debt on me? Go live, dude, get your life. Get your life. You can do it, man. You're a capable guy. You sound capable. You could do whatever. This is our life. We have to do it now. Gang, boy.
Theo, what's going on, man? This is Mark from Pittsburgh, a little north of Pittsburgh, Butler, PA.
Out of Butler, PA, man, in Pittsburgh, everybody knows a couple of ladies came down from West Virginia once. And they tried to give me a little sex out there by the parking garage down there. Down there in by Union Station or whatever. And I got a little bit of it, you know. And they was aunt and niece. And they said they was from Wheeling, West Virginia. And they said they came to give me some of that Wheeling feeling. And I got a little bit of it. And it was okay. I would say probably it was all right. It wasn't crazy, but it wasn't too it was all right. Onward.
And I was just listening to your podcast talking to Bishop Gunn about how they were in that Rolling Stones header. You know, it's funny that you guys talked about fans of the podcast being fans of Bishop Gunn, because my fiance and I are huge fans of the podcast, and we have become huge fans of Bishop Gunn as well.
They're so good, man. Dude, I'll be honest with you. When I first heard them, I didn't even think they were any good, bro. But the more I heard them, I think they are good. And then I think they're really good. Gang, bro.
And we're going to be getting married this August 10th to be precise. And after we say I do, Shine is going to be playing by Bishop Gunn when we walking down the aisle. And that's just because your podcast, when we hear that, we know, you know, we're about to get in a good mood, and we just want to get sent off right, and a song that puts us in the right vibe and the right spirit. So thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everybody you help. And yeah, gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Man, thank you, dude. I appreciate that message, man. You know, that really lifted my spirits, man. You just put me in a nice place just now. You know, you put something in me that feels good. And I think it's just because you came with the positivity. You know, you came with the care. You know, you got the wife. You got a special moment. You know, you related it to us and everybody who listens and pays attention to this deal. And you made us feel like we have some value a little bit. Or that's what I felt. And so thank you very much, man. We're happy to be part of your wedding, man. That Shine, baby, it does make me feel good. You know what? I'm going to get out of here on it right now, I think. I'm going to get out of here on some Shine. And yeah, I got to stay in the light, because that's the only way we win. The other side is just, there's no end to it. The judgment. Look, man. You know, like, nothing on the outside is going to change the way I feel except for me and the way I interact with the world. If everything is, if something's always wrong, then something's wrong with me. And it doesn't make me a bad person if something's wrong with me. It doesn't make me a bad person if I have a bad day. You know, it doesn't make me a bad person. You know, but I got to right the ship. I don't stay alone. I communicate with others. A lot of it I do right here. Talking with you guys, listening to people talk. The guy has the baby, you know. They think it's a little, a fart or something or a belch. Imagine that. Dude, I'd be afraid to pat my wife on the back after that. She'll burp up a damn stroller with twins in it, man. Oh, man. But I'm glad you got a lady, and I'm glad y'all going to be coming down the aisle. That's what it did. Just picturing two people coming down to the aisle to a song that I know makes me feel good, so I know it makes you feel good. And man, I could just relate. That music, isn't it? It's funny what music does when it gets in us. It's funny how it can do something special to us. Music. It's interesting. It's like a little baby, It's that air ninja. It really is, man. I'm going to take us out of here on that, man. I'm going to take us out of here with a little bit of shine. Michael, again, I'm sorry if I put you on blast last week. I could have done better. I'm not really sorry if I'm still angry at that lady a little bit. I'm not really angry at her. Actually, I'm more grateful that we found a young lady, who was excited about us. And yeah, man, whatever. It's all good, dude. Everything will be okay. I need to expect less and do more and show up with a positive attitude. And man, we're pretty lucky, aren't we, guys? We are pretty lucky. Thank you guys for being here this weekend. What else? Any other news I gotta share with you? Maybe some things, but I'm waiting until next week when I'll have more information. But you guys be good to yourselves, man. And let's take it out of here with a little bit of Bishop Gunn. Do you say I do? Yes. And do you say I do? You may now kiss the bride.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home.
Yeah, man.
And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown. Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my story. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you. And now I've been moving way too fast on the runaway train with a heavy load of my past. And these rails that I've been riding on, they're worn so thin that they're damn near gone. I guess that they just weren't
Meant to last. Congratulations on that wedding, man. Check your wife, check your spouse for babies, everybody. Check your lady for a damn baby. That ain't a mole, that might be a baby.
and where I'll be.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my story. Shine on me. Come on now.
And I will
Find a song.
I will sing it just for you. And I will find the words to help you.
All right, let's go all the way, man.
If you call my name, I'll sing them to you. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my story.
Shine on me.
And I will find
A song.
I will sing it
Just for you.
Oh,
till death do y'all part, man. I wish you a million happy years together. And, yeah, be good to each other, huh? And be good to yourself, man. You deserve it. And thank you for, you guys for reminding me to do the same. Gang.